Now, let's talk about the reading section. This is where a lot of people lose points, not because they don't understand the passage, but because they overthink their answers. The SAT isn't looking for the deepest answer, it's looking for the most evidence-based answer. Now, if you pay attention to the instructions at the start of every test, the SAT specifically tells you that no prior knowledge is needed on any of the subjects or ideas they will be testing you on. Now, this is a tip for you guys who are paying attention because it basically tells you that only what is expressed or told to you in the passage is going to be useful in your response. Now, if the SAT tells you the sky is red and one of your answer choices explicitly states that the sky is red, your answer is backed up by proof, even though it isn't exactly correct in the outside world. The SAT expects you to use the passage provided to provide specific and explicit proof for each and every of your answers. So again, if your answer isn't backed up by proof from the passage, it is wrong. So quick tip for you. Before answering or giving a response to any SAT English question, ask yourself, where is the proof? Here's an example for you. Here's our passage. The scientists conducted multiple experiments to test the theory. Here's our question. Why did the scientists conduct experiments? Now, our tip tells us we ask, where is the proof? We look at our answers. A, to prove the theory was correct. B, to test the theory. Answer A, to prove the theory was correct. Now, is this explicitly stated in the passage that was given to us? Remember our passage, the scientists conducted multiple experiments to test the theory. It does not. So this answer is wrong. Option B, to test the theory. This answer is correct because it is proven in the passage that the scientists conducted multiple experiments to test the theory. Notice how the SAT always sneaks in wrong answers that sound very reasonable. Always look for proof. Now, for our second tip, every passage has a main idea, which I call the what, and the author's purpose, which I call the why. Understanding the difference between these two will help you eliminate wrong answers much more easily. If someone asks you what the passage was about in one sentence, that's the main idea. The author's purpose refers to the reason they wrote it. Are they persuading, informing, arguing? That's for you to tell. Here's an example. A passage discusses the effects of climate change. Now, a sample main idea we could get from this is the discussion of the effects of climate change. And the purpose of this idea could be to inform the general public of the effects of climate change. I believe by now you have what it takes to ace the grammar and reading sections of the SAT. But all of this will mean nothing if you do not know how to manage your time. Managing your time on the SAT is like a battle. You need a perfectly crafted strategy. But if you don't have one, no worries, because we'll be giving you one in our next video on the playlist.